Thank you for watching Name and Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.
And today is February 22nd, 2022. Fun date, man. I love it. So many twos in there. Asian Vietnam edition, actually, today. We have a special guest, Mirta Dursma, and we have Chef Francesco in the house. What's cooking, babe?
So I'm making some cold spring rolls. So it's easy to make, delicious. It's not too expensive. I'm making the traditional one, and I made a few already, but I'll just show you that right there. Look at that. Spring rolls already made. And look at that, how beautiful that looks. So that one has shrimp. I got some porchetta as the pork. I got some lettuce and some, oh my gosh, cucumber. It's just crazy. I have so many choices here of how I can make these great spring rolls. And I'll show you a little different style also.
And a fun fact, Vietnam is an S-shaped country.
Look at that, huh?
Ah, it's so cool.
Check it out. Who knew? Who knew?
Actually, it kind of looks like what do you call it?
Seahorse.
Oh, it does.
S-shaped
Yes.
or a seahorse. 392 rivers to be exact.
392 rivers.
Yeah,
Oh.
392 rivers and 5,200 small and huge islands surrounding the coast. Yeah, they do puppets in the water. And
I do puppets in the water when I take my bath.
You sure do, Frank.
And then I was
Wow,
picturing
right.
are there people underground under the water with like scuba gear? Like, how is this working exactly? But no, check it out. They're just behind the screen.
That's
Making
way
their
good.
moves.
I was obsessed with the music, all of the different instruments I had never seen before.
And they're like, much like in our Japanese episode, they take so much care of their craft.
Right?
Attention to detail. And it's something that's passed down through generations, the art of puppeteering, water puppeteering.
Is that so?
How about you, Chris? You have any fun facts?
I sure do. So I'll read them out there.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, the big thing is food related, and it's a fun fact. We're talking fun facts, so we'll talk about it now, right?
Let's talk about it.
Well, it's the pho, but PHO, which is funny because generally speaking, they pronounce it pho, F-U-H, picture pho, right? So what I found, and I was very intrigued by this, likely created in northern Vietnam after the French colonization of the 1880s, right? There's a bunch of historians that believe it came from the pot au feu, the French soup, right? That's where they think it came from. After the 1950s divide between the North and the South, there's two types, right? You got the pho bac, B-A-C, which is the North, and they say it's wider noodles, wider noodles, mild broth, and often heavy on the green onions. And in the South, you got pho nam, N-A-M, and that's in the South. They eat close to the ground, like 18 to 30 inches off the ground. And there's also this thing called shay, which is a Vietnamese soup dessert, which is pretty interesting stuff, right? A soup dessert. Let me repeat that, right? right? You know? And
I want to circle
Soup
back
dessert.
to the eating the 18 to 30 inches off the ground. What's that about?
well, you remember the pictures that Mirta posted, right? You know how it's short little benches.
Okay.
Right.
And beer is quite popular in Vietnam, right? In a nutshell, that's what I have, folks.
What's quite popular in Vietnam?
Beer.
Oh, beer.
Yeah,
Okay.
same but different.
All right.
Bridge.
Yeah, that's a good-
Correct.
Golden Bridge. Hands of God, they're called.
Hands of God.
Hands of God.
Wow.
Talking about hands of God. So in the Vietnamese, believe in the three kitchen gods, or Tao Quan, who lives and observes each family's action when they're cooking and stuff. So they part at the end of each lunar year to report to their findings and knowledge to their Jade Emperor.
What you got going on, Andre?
It's some temple action. This looks like it's the town.
You notice the
shook.
curves on the sides?
Yeah, man, it's the Buddhist.
Oh,
thing, right?
yes.
What is it again? To fend off the evil spirits or something?
Correct.
Correct.
Listen,
What?
you're learning. We're
learning here is the largest temple in the world.
So cool.
Look at that, though.
That's
Cool,
like,
right?
look at
at
the
that.
colors and the boats and the...
It looks like a wedding. That looks like a wedding.
That looks like a wedding,
like it.
yes.
Well, that's crooked. Turn your head.
Oh, well. Name and occupation and chiropractors.
We're having too much fun, kids.
That's a
That is
lot.
so good.
We'll be back.
To believe they never would. Oh no.
Thank you for watching Name and Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.
Check out their outfits, man. I love it.
Oh, wow.
Such intricacy. And the hats?
I don't know what these instruments are. Do you know, Chris?
No, man. Never seen anything like that. Very interesting, though.
Very interesting.
Some sort of harpsichord, or something.
Yeah.
I wonder when the solo is coming.
Right?
Thank you, Frederick Doan. Go check him out. Like a stick with just one string, you know?
Like an oboe or something.
Man, that's awesome. Three really unique instruments.
Anh về chi mới 2 giờ sáng.
Anh vô cà phê, anh ngồi coi có 2 tờ báo. Anh quên mất rồi đâu hay tới giờ về nhà thăm em.
Anh mê cà phê hay là mê mấy cô mặt đầm?
Ai nói vậy?
Anh
ra làm sao em tin giùm anh, chú tư bên nhà cho theo mừng anh.
Làm gì ai tin anh đi mừng anh đầu hôm tới giờ.
Trời ơi.
So is this like pop music, you think, or?
Oh, for sure, isn't it? I'm like dancing to this stuff already.
It's like a,
Right?
it's like a love story.
The love story.
That's
for
I know.
sure.
That's the universal, like the girl throwing that stone. That's universal. I know what's being said. I know what's being said.
The guy's in the doghouse.
Right?
Totally.
Very popular lately because of the two rap shows, like competition reality shows named Rap Viet and King of Rap. So those two have drawn many public attention into rap genre. So the old people listen to it, the young people listen to it, the Gen Z, the Gen Y, everybody's is listening to it right now. But before those two happen, all you can find on the music chart is just pop and ballad songs.
As the Vietnamese music industry is continuing to grow, the artist now is taking more attention to the marketplace.
It's like a EU initiative to help them grow their music. It's pretty bad.
Something about
I
that.
love her. I love her glasses.
1968 to 1974, rock and soul. But wait till you hear it. Look at that bass line.
So good. I love the cigarette and all, you know?
We need to find her vinyl, babe.
You gotta really,
For sure.
Kick
Take a
ass.
snapshot of that.
Oh yeah.
I wonder
Cái
if we
chăm
have
em
it.
cài là do tình nhân em biếu đó, chốn xa muôn trùng người yêu của em gửi về.
We
Cái
really
chăm
don't know
em
what they're
cài
saying.
là
It's
muôn
so good.
thua nỗi nhớ,
Yeah,
nhớ
sounds good.
người nhân tình cho
A good
hai
vibe.
lòng thương em.
Yeah.
Cái chăm em cài bằng chi nào em đâu biết. Ấy anh
Good job finding that, Andre.
Let's listen to the next track. I want to hear the next track.
Okay. no
Right.
problem.
Let's hear a bit of all the tracks.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm glad you guys are into it. Jesus, even this one, eh? All different too, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, guys? I just looked it up, and we can get it off of Amazon.
Where?
Yeah.
Amazon. I just typed it in.
The record or?
Yes,
I don't know if they
this
can hear
album
us.
is the
Yeah,
limited
we can hear-
edition
I think
2 LP vinyl release. Features 70 minutes of classic original recordings compiled by Mark Gerges house in a beautiful full color gatefold jacket.
Looks like Chris playing with the band. Look.
Yeah, it is. What's going on?
Thank you for watching Name and Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.
Like, look at that, everybody. I was creating these beautiful Vietnamese cold spring rolls. This is so good. Everybody in the family loves it. It is fresh. It is great snacks. You can have it for dinner. You can have it for lunch. You can have it for school. You're going picnic. This is a great You don't need to cool it down too much, just a little ice pack, and it's great. So the main ingredients is pretty easy. So you have some rice vermicelli. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this camera down so you guys can see this. So I have pre-cooked the rice vermicelli. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes to cook in some boiling water. Let it cool down with some cold water and then just drain it out so you don't overcook it. It also has, well, the other main ingredient is the rice cakes, okay, or the rice rolls. It's easy. You just put it in boiling water. So let me show you. So the main ingredients, the traditional one, let me see if I can bring this down here a little bit. So the traditional one is very simple. So you do take your rice bowl, you got some boiling water, you just dip it for a few seconds, turn it around, dip it again. Even if it's still a little bit crispy, it will soften up because it's still absorbing all the heat. Now, they use lettuce. You can use lettuce or have some romaine lettuce, a few slices of romaine lettuce. I like the spinach. I like a little bit of the extra vitamins and the iron. You can use coriander. Now, you just go at it, change however you like. This is pretty much a traditional with some cucumber, okay? I could not find any mint, so you can put a little bit of mint in there. I do have some chives. So everything you have is fresh. As you can see, this greatness of different variety that I can have. Now, you can use pork belly. Some people like to use fresh pork belly. They boil it in some water and some salt, cool it down, and chop it very fine. I use porchetta. It is pork belly that's been cooked, and you can get it at the deli. You put it here. I do also have some cooked shrimp. I've, de-thawed them. They're cooked. I cut them in half so they're not too thick, and you can put it. I usually put 3 little pieces of that. Now, I will also include in this, again, the vermicelli pasta. Put that like that. I think you guys can see the screen, can you? Perfect. So it is easy, sticky, and simple. Now, you just make three layers. So you have your slice in vermicelli. You roll it up, roll the corners like that on each side. It's like rolling a taco pretty much. And then you're just going to roll it right over. Okay. So when you get the lettuce part, it goes over the shrimp and it creates this beautiful, beautiful spring roll. Okay. Now that's more of the traditional one. I like to change it up. You know me, Francesco, change it up a little bit, make it a little bit different. Again, pretty much the same basic. I like to use spinach this time. This is called more of a breakfast spring roll. Spinach is good for you for the hangovers. I like to use sweet potatoes. Put that there. Just a few things of arugula just to bring you that freshness, the lemony taste. I like to use Canadian bacon, guys. So you already have chopped bacon from the morning or the evening before. Put a little bit of chopped bacon. And this is for breakfast. What else? Some boiled eggs. So I'm going to put 2 boiled eggs here. And you can pretty much put whatever you want. Peppers, carrots, again. But I have a few of the Brussels sprouts just to bring that little crunchiness here. And of course, you cannot forget your vermicelli pasta. You just have to be creative. Now, like Chris mentioned, you can do this spring roll party at a party. Everybody brings something, one item, and you just create and make it. And this is kind of like a little breakfast roll for deliciousness. Now, of course, there is a traditional sauce that you have to make, okay? So this is the sauce that you would use for all the spring rolls here. It is very simple. In a pan, you put some olive oil, about a tablespoon of olive oil. You put about 1, I use 3 cloves, I like garlic, 2 to 3 cloves of mixed garlic. So mince it and chop it really fine. Put it in a pan. Once it's starting to cook, you don't want to overcook the garlic. You don't want to be burning it. Just to say it's starting to cook, I put 5 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Mix it up. It doesn't take long. Just whisk it really fast. You don't need to bring it to a really boil. You just want it to be able to mix it great. And then you bring it out, let it cool down. So when you cut your spring rolls here, or you could eat it just like that, right? So this one here, I put red pepper, cucumber, vermicelli. I had the porchetta, and you have the shrimp. So then it goes in the sauce, of course, and then you eat that stuff. My daughter already came and took about 5 of them. They're gone, but I can make another 10 of them with all the stuff here that I have easily just by mixing it up. And you can use chicken. You can use other porks also for this. This is greatness.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Fantastic. Looks fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well done.
And yeah, man,
You've
that would
outdone
be
yourself.
a great theme for a party.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could put eggs in there. That's game changer.
Yeah.
Right, I've never seen that either, but absolutely,
Yeah.
why not?
A game changer.
Why not?
That's right. It's all about stuff
Right.
in the garden. Peppers, chives. They eat a lot of pork. They eat a lot of chicken. So, and a lot of seafood, right? Because they're right on the
Right.
ocean. So that's why you want the shrimp and all this.
Right.
Did you
Oh,
see
what
this
have
property?
you got
is
going
that?
on there, Chris? What are you showing us?
You see that?
Is that a snake?
That's a
Yes, sir.
snake.
There's 2
No
snakes.
way.
And you see right at the mouth, there's the one snake in the one head. First of all, when Mick and Marlene came back from Vietnam, they brought this back. So this is fortified rice wine, right? And what's interesting, the way they explained it is picture long alleys, right? And one alley would be designated for clothing. And everybody in that alley would be selling clothing. Then there would be another alley that would just be whatever, tools or stuff like that, farming equipment. That's all you would find. But then there would be another alley that's all pharmacy and medicine, right? And that's where this was. This isn't an alcohol to get drunk on. This is an alcohol for medicinal purposes. So they would say that they would have these bigger jars that would have bigger snakes in them, right? You know what I mean? Right? It's absolutely crazy.
Cool. Yeah, I love it.
Not bad,
I can't believe you have one, Chris.
Yeah,
Super interesting.
I was like super honored there that they brought that back. Trying to describe what else. It looks like there's some roots and stuff. But what's really cool is the smaller snake is actually in the mouth of the other one. Like anyways, the lighting's kind of like I don't know if you could see that there.
Oh, right there, right there. Yes.
Right in the mouth there. It's so
of the
wicked.
cobra.
Of the cobra, yeah. Right. So how did they get that in the I don't know how they did that, right? It's wicked.
It's magic.
It's right there in my kitchen. It's always there, the 2 snakes. And I often forget about it, but that's the idea, right? It's medicinal fortified wine. What the properties are, not sure, right? You know,
I have
but
it
the
here.
way they describe. Pardon?
I have it here. So it is said that those kind of species have therapeutic and invigorating substances which can help cure back pain and rheumatism, muscular joints, fibrous tissue pain. So it's
That's
good
all
for...
the stuff I need. Let's go.
Let's go. I want some too.
Right?
It's healthy stuff.
However, it is strong and contains a few poisonous substances that can be bad for people who are allergic to alcohol, have a sensitive stomach, high blood pressure. So it should only be consumed in small amounts, it says here.
Why don't you have a sip, Chris? Why don't you try it out?
Yeah, nicely sealed, eh?
Yeah.
Happening.
So
Buddy.
Chris
It is
passes out
said
on the show.
I fell in love with Vietnam on one trip, and I think it was only on a return trip that I realized that I was a goner. Why Vietnam? Again, like falling in love. You know, why did you fall in love? I mean, you can say because she's beautiful, she's funny, she's brilliant. You know, but the fact is that it's none of those things. It's something else. It's maybe pheromonic. It's magic, and it's probably best to not try and figure it out at all.
beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Low plastic stool, check. Tiny little plastic table.
That's what
check.
Mirta was
Something
saying,
delicious,
you know?
check. This is the path
Well, we
to
talked
true
about
happiness.
it.
Low
Yeah.
plastic stool, check. Tiny little plastic table, check. Something delicious, check. This is the path to true happiness. Low plastic
The path
The
to
path
true
to true
happiness.
Can we hear that
happiness.
again?
happiness. Low plastic
I love
stool,
it.
check. Tiny
I
little
love
plastic
it.
table.
He
Yeah.
definitely did.
You know, to really make you feel like you're
The
there.
hierarchy of
Yeah,
delicious,
absolutely.
slurpy stuff
With
in
his
a bowl,
words, what
one
he
bowl
shows
way
you.
is at the very top. In the
And he did a
hierarchy of
deep
delicious,
dive.
slurpy
Like, you
stuff
wouldn't
in a
go to-
bowl, Bun Bo Hui
Mhm.
is
You know
at
what
the
I mean?
very
Like, you
top.
found the hot
Hierarchy
spots.
of delicious,
really did.
slurpy
Yes,
stuff in a bowl.
yes.
Bun Bo Hui is at the very top.
7.5 million.
Wow.
Was there maybe 10 years prior?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, they're called tet. Sweet rice rolled in banana leaves with pork and yellow mung beans.
I was gonna say those look
Oh.
like banana leaves.
Look at that.
Yup.
Did you guys ever handle banana leaf? You ever work with it?
No.
Daisy, I believe your family did.
No, I
Daisy,
had my
because I just haven't
grandmother.
done it.
My grandmother had, but I was young. I was a young kid, so I only saw it. Her do her work
So
with it.
you got this crazy stem, but that stem, you cannot tear it for the life of me. No, you need a knife or something to break it. Like there's no way that you're gonna go all the way down and tear that stem. It's ridiculously rigid, right?
Right.
I
Or
thought these were
Cujo.
cool. They're called Vietnamese egg cakes.
Ooh, that's
But-
very cool.
So it looks like a little pancake, and then they fill them up with like eggs.
Ooh,
That looks like a really nice.
I like that.
Yeah, right.
How do you make they look like crepes,
They do. They're crepes, but they
but with
have
a little
hole.
hole in there.
Like, how do you do?
So they make a hole, put
Right.
the egg, and flip it.
Yeah,
So
but-
I just found this footage of the local food market, which I thought was really cool, and I wanted to share with you guys. Like the freshness of the fruit and the vegetables and fish.
And it looks fresh too. Like, look
Wow.
at that. She's like, let's cut
Oh,
the
look at
head.
the
let's
eel!
go.
The eel's live.
That's
Yeah,
probably some
and
type of
then
hot
the next one-
sauce.
The next is the one that I wanted to share with you. It's like this really beautiful salad. And it shows you the name of the vendor, Food Oscar.
Food Oscar.
And they'll show you how they make it. That's like the rice that you were working with, shredded,
Okay.
Francesco. And then
it's-
sliced green papayas, herb, quail eggs, dried beef, dried shrimp, roasted peanuts, shrimp salt, and some kind of melange.
Oil and onions, okay.
A little bit of chili, add some of that spiciness that you were talking about, the 5 elements, and then the sourness, the
The
lime
lemon,
juice,
the lime. Yeah.
and the sour, the spicy, and then you mix it all up.
That's like a big salad.
Look at how cool that looks.
So good. So fresh.
Yeah. And like having gloves to like mix it just gives it that extra element, you know?
Right, right.
Enough chili. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, and then they use the bag that they used to mix to put it away. Oh, so smart.
Smart.
There's your
Beautiful.
lunch.
There you go.
Let's double back it.
Oh,
Make
and then
sure.
there's the chopsticks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fun.
Great story,
Right?
Days. I like that.
Thanks.
Right?
Yeah, I
It
like
looks
that
so
too.
good.
Yeah.
I love the street food.
Yep.
And it always looks so good, eh? Any street food from any country, you're like, geez, man.
Oh, they really go all out for breakfast, huh? I'm gonna butcher the name. Baibo chain and fried rice flour. So yummy for breakfast. This is what they have for breakfast. It's a street food. This is, I guess, it must be, I don't know, it must be dog, I guess.
It says it's rice cake.
Dog, and it looks good, okay, guys? So,
It's not dog. Come on.
or is it?
It's too late to carry on. Not enough strength. Took so many years to live with you. Way too long to be. Sometimes to feel that was supposed to be, but sometimes I miss you. Just being there with me. Talking about the family, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Thank you for watching Name and Occupation in Depth. We come to you every single week. Now don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the content.